Have you ever felt the sting of being ignored by someone you deeply care about? It feels as if your emotions are disregarded and you're treated like an insignificant entity. They don't seem to consider your needs, even though you devote so much love and care towards them. But what if we told you there's a way to alter this, to make them prioritize you and value your presence? In this video, we'll be unveiling 10 crucial rules to transform yourself into an intriguing individual that people genuinely want to associate with. All these rules are crucial, and to understand why they're essential in enhancing your relationships, we recommend you watch this video till the end. Let's dive right in. Rule 1. Be somewhat enigmatic and keep certain things to yourself. The allure of not knowing everything about a person can be quite compelling. This sense of enigma could make you quite influential. As Seneca wisely stated, to be everywhere is to be nowhere. Use this as your guiding principle. Be present, but also retain some mystique. Like a book with secret chapters, let people uncover more about you gradually and thoughtfully. Share fragments of your life gradually, allowing them to grow interested and curious about you. Your personality becomes a conundrum they desire to solve, escalating their excitement to delve into your character. Take Cleopatra, for example. She wasn't just beautiful and dominant, she was also enigmatic. She concealed her thoughts and motives, which piqued people's curiosity about her. To capture people's attention, be unpredictable, like taking an unexplored route through novel and unfamiliar terrains. This will reel them in and incite them to understand you better. Don't disclose everything about yourself up front. Let them traverse and participate in your journey. In essence, don't bare your entire life to everyone. Instead, consider your life as a book with myriad chapters, each revealing a bit more about the intriguing individual you are. By keeping some aspects enigmatic, you become more appealing, and others will be keen to know more about you. Here's the second rule: make people scared of losing you. People often don't value things that come easily, but they cherish more when there's a risk of losing it. Visualize yourself as an irreplaceable entity who, if you were to disappear, would be greatly missed. You're not an average option, you're profoundly important to them. How do you instill this feeling in them? By being self-reliant and capable of looking after yourself. Your life is intriguing and satisfying as it is, even without them. This incites them to be a part of your life as they perceive it as an exceptional opportunity and not something routine. This principle aligns with a philosophy that suggests that even if you can't control everything around you, you can control your thoughts. Grasp this concept, and you'll feel empowered. Your strength stems from being self-reliant and leading an interesting life. You'll be perceived as an important person, not just another individual vying for their attention. They'll strive to retain you in their life. You don't need to chase or plead for their attention. They should be the ones trying to grasp your attention. Hence, keep them slightly anxious about losing you. Let them willingly want to be part of your life and perceive you as something valuable. Take the example of how Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak collaborated at the inception of Apple. Wozniak, with his exceptional engineering skills and creative ideas, was instrumental in developing the first Apple computers, thereby contributing to Apple's initial success. Jobs recognized Wozniak's unique talents and his significant role in their project. Not only did Jobs work with Wozniak, but he also acknowledged and emphasized Wozniak's contributions to their partnership. Wozniak wasn't merely a partner, he was immensely important. His absence would have posed a significant challenge for Jobs and Apple. This underscores the importance of recognition and appreciation. Rule 3 asserts that you should cultivate your own happiness. This implies that genuine joy emanates from within you. It's about embodying confidence and independence, qualities that naturally enhance your appeal. Instead of relying on others for your happiness, seek fulfillment within yourself. Being confident and happy independently makes you more appealing. People are inherently attracted to those who exude positivity and self-assuredness. When you derive joy from within yourself, you become a beacon of inspiration to others. When you create your own happiness, it demonstrates that you aren't seeking someone else to make you whole. You're already a happy and complete individual by yourself. This can be appealing as it doesn't burden others with the responsibility of your happiness. Instead, you're sharing your happiness with others, enriching their lives and making your presence attractive. This radiant positivity and confidence naturally attract people to you. As Seneca stated, true happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future. This suggests that you have the power to cultivate your own happiness. Consider Theodore Roosevelt. Despite facing numerous hardships, such as losing his wife and mother on the same day, he was adept at crafting his own happiness. He led a vigorous and active life, engaging in activities like boxing and philanthropy. His happiness and vitality originated from within, not from external validation. This internal resilience made him a beloved leader. He could find happiness and purpose within himself, even amidst adversity, making him a remarkable historical figure and a shining example of the power of crafting one's own happiness. Rule 4 advises you to establish your worth and allow others to invest in you. Recognize that you're unique, like a valuable gem that others should desire. Your value isn't just about existing in someone's life. It's about being an integral and deliberate part of someone's existence. Remember, things that are easily accessible aren't always valued. Genuine appreciation is derived from exerting effort and showcasing commitment. As people invest their time, emotions, and energy in you, their bond with you strengthens. You evolve from being someone they barely knew to someone they deeply care about. Your role isn't to plead for their attention or affection, but to demonstrate that you bring something worthwhile to their life, something worthy of their sincere interest. Allow them to decide to invest in you so that your presence becomes a cherished part of their existence, and they wouldn't want to let you go. Seneca once stated, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials." This underscores that your worth isn't merely about existence, but about being desired and striving to improve. Consider the relationship between Alexander the Great and his teacher Aristotle. Aristotle wasn't just another tutor to the young prince. He was a beacon of knowledge and wisdom, crucial for governing an empire. Alexander, known for his ambition and intelligence, recognized the value of Aristotle's teachings. It wasn't a conventional teacher-student relationship, but a close bond where the student considered the teacher an invaluable resource, akin to a treasure trove of wisdom. Aristotle didn't make it easy for Alexander to learn. He made it a challenging journey to acquire wisdom, and that's what made Aristotle's teachings vital to Alexander's greatness. The fifth rule advises not to make someone the center of your universe. Your life shouldn't be solely about one individual. Visualize yourself as a luminous star in the cosmos, radiating with your unique light and energy. You have your own, everyone. You have your own journey distinct from theirs. Refrain from revolving your entire life around them. You possess your own dreams, aspirations, and personal identity. This outlook makes you more captivating, keeping them intrigued about your life and thereby increasing their interest. Your autonomy and sense of exploration make the relationship more engaging. It's about enhancing each other's lives while staying true to oneself. When you refrain from placing them at the core of your world, your allure amplifies. Leading a life beyond the confines of the relationship promotes growth and infuses excitement and liberty into your partnership. Consider Marcus Aurelius's wisdom, a revered ruler and philosopher who said, "He who lives in harmony with himself lives in harmony with the universe." This quote aligns with the concept of maintaining independence in relationships. Let's take an example from history. Sir Isaac Newton, an eminent scientist who revolutionized our understanding of the universe. Despite his dedication and numerous responsibilities, he led a fulfilling personal life, engaging in hobbies, maintaining friendships, and pursuing his interests. He was adept at balancing professional success with a robust personal identity, making him not just an extraordinary scientist, but also a well-rounded personality. People revered him not just for his intelligence, but also for his independence. This blend of personal independence and professional dedication serves as an excellent example of how it can culminate in a more gratifying and balanced life. Rule number 6 asserts that your needs should take precedence. This rule stresses the importance of recognizing your needs and emotions in any relationship. You should always be aware of your worth and evade situations where you're undervalued or disrespected. Recognize your significance and never settle for less than you deserve. Your happiness and self-esteem should never be compromised, especially not for someone who doesn't treat you appropriately. When you prioritize yourself and your happiness, you demonstrate that you won't allow anyone to belittle you or undermine your importance. In any relationship, you are an equal party, and your feelings hold immense value. You aren't present to be sidelined or to seek approval from others. Your goal is to cultivate respectful relationships that are grounded in self-respect. When you advocate for yourself, you amplify your influence in anyone's life. Essentially, this rule reminds you that your happiness and self-respect are paramount and should always be your primary focus. It's about prioritizing your dreams and interests. To put it simply, as Marcus Aurelius stated, if you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment. This quote resonates with rule number 6, as it emphasizes the importance of perception and management of situations within relationships. Consider the tale of Lucius Quinctius Cincinnatus, a Roman leader. He was renowned for his prowess in both military and political arenas. What made him even more distinguished was his unwavering adherence to his values and self-respect. Despite attempts to sway him with power, he remained true to his beliefs. When his leadership was not required, he retreated to his simple farm life rather than getting entangled in the enthralling world of politics. He distanced himself from those who disrespected his values. His narrative underscores the importance of prioritizing your needs and values. It exemplifies how essential self-respect and self-care are in all aspects of life. Rule number 7 advises not to be readily and consistently available. The rarest and most extraordinary things aren't ubiquitous, and your availability shouldn't be either. Realize that your time is precious, and you shouldn't indiscriminately offer it to that doesn't serve you. This rule advises prioritizing your own life. Visualize a life where you're not incessantly on standby. In this scenario, your life doesn't revolve around fulfilling others' expectations or wishes. You have your own life to navigate and discover, and those who become part of it should consider themselves fortunate. It's crucial to strike a balance and not always be primed to put others before yourself. Demonstrate that your time and attention hold significance. People are drawn to those who have their own interests and agendas. When it's evident that you're not merely waiting around, it arouses their curiosity. They start pondering over your activities, generating a desire to be with you. Being perpetually available may engender the impression that they can have you at their disposal. However, bear in mind that you're not just anyone, you're an individual of value. This isn't about resorting to mind games, but about exhibiting that you lead an exhilarating life with or without them. By not always being prepared to put them first, they learn to value the moments they share with you. Resist the temptation to be perpetually reachable. Consider Seneca's wisdom. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. This implies the importance of valuing your own time and perceptions rather than fretting about missing out or being constantly available to others. Let's consider Ada Lovelace, a remarkably intelligent and innovative woman. She was a mathematician and writer, renowned for being among the earliest computer programmers. Despite living in an era when societal norms expected women to conform to confined roles and always be at others' disposal, Ada defied these norms. She concentrated on her work, delving into intricate mathematics, and collaborated with renowned personalities like Charles Babbage. Her commitment to her projects and her decision to not always be accessible made her even more intriguing and appealing. Ada's tale demonstrates the power of individuality and how it can magnetize people. She didn't bide her time for others. She carved her own path, captivating those around her with her fervor and intellect. Rule number 8 advises not to always initiate conversations. This rule is about achieving equilibrium in communication within any relationship. It emphasizes that consistently being the conversation initiator might not always be beneficial. Allowing the other person to sometimes steer the conversation is essential. This tactic indicates that you have a life filled with other interests and pursuits, and it also helps gauge their interest in you. Always initiating conversations might portray you as overly available. This isn't about manipulating, but about ensuring mutual respect and effort in the relationship. As Marcus Aurelius asserted, the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. In the context of communication, this suggests not emulating behaviors that may cause imbalance or make you feel unappreciated. It's about preserving your self-respect and not incessantly seeking attention or approval. Rule number 9 advises against getting overly emotionally attached. This rule emphasizes achieving the right equilibrium of emotions in your quest to become significant to someone. It advocates ensuring that your emotions don't dominate the relationship and that your needs are not just heard, but also respected. It's about finding the perfect blend between expressing your emotions and maintaining composure. Although emotions are integral to our identity, overexposing them might potentially diminish our value. In the words of Seneca, the greatest remedy for anger is delay. This quote encapsulates the essence of rule number 9. It's about exhibiting patience and managing our emotional responses. Rule number 10 encourages the willingness to leave a relationship that doesn't respect you. This rule is fundamentally about recognizing your own value and not allowing anyone to devalue you. You need to establish explicit guidelines about how you expect to be treated in any relationship. When those guidelines are consistently disregarded, you must have the courage to move on, regardless of your intense feelings. This isn't being unkind, it's about self-care. It signifies that you respect yourself and won't tolerate being mistreated. By being prepared to exit, you convey a potent message that the situation is grave. This might lead the other person to understand that they need to treat you better if they want to retain you in their life. Your objective isn't to cling on to relationships that don't bring you joy and self-confidence. Instead, it's about cultivating healthy relationships that are grounded in mutual respect. Sometimes this entails having the fortitude to walk away when required. As Marcus Aurelius stated, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This implies that you have the ability to control your inner strength and self-esteem, even when things in your external relationships are not going smoothly. We've discussed 10 significant ways to make yourself indelible to others. These include maintaining an element of mystique, not always being on hand, allowing others to invest in you, and prioritizing your own needs. You need to strike the right balance in your communication and refrain from making your life entirely about someone else. Looking after your own happiness and emotional health makes you more appealing. It's essential to value yourself and be prepared to exit relationships that don't respect you. This isn't about seeking attention, it's about establishing healthy and respectful relationships. By adhering to these principles, you become someone others naturally desire to value. If you ever feel that you're merely an option, remember that you have the power to make choices in your life, including the choice to walk away. Your worth is immense, and you deserve individuals who acknowledge and respect that. Thank you for watching. Click the like button and subscribe to join a community that values wisdom, courage, justice, and moderation. Share in the comments how you plan to apply these Stoic lessons in your life. Together, we form more than just a channel. We're a community united by purpose and respect. Don't miss out. Be a part of our journey towards intentional living. Until next time.